We're learning a little more tonight about the sewage leak into the Hamilton Harbour. The city says it discovered the spill less than 24 hours ago, but the leak has been happening since 1996. The city says it found a sewage line connected to a stormwater line that leads to the harbour. And city officials say the connection was a mistake done by contractors who used incorrect engineering information. Jason Gaidola has more.
City crews are busy pumping out and repairing a sewer system today following the discovery of a 26-year-long sewage spill, one that entered into a stormwater line directed to Hamilton Harbour.
It looks like the individuals involved in that project were mistakenly thinking that they were dealing with two storm sewers. So they're creating a connection from one storm sewer into another, which wouldn't have been a problem. It would have made a lot of sense. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Hamilton Water's Nick Winters says the city continues to look into the long-term leak found at the corner of Wentworth Street North and Burlington Street, after water workers discovered it while reviewing a video from 2013. In the screenshot here, it shows sewer water connecting to the stormwater line below.
So, speaking to, I don't know who was involved at the time. If they were making the right decisions based on faulty information, then we can understand why something like this might have happened. The question is, why did they have faulty information?
The city says it's yet to determine how much sewage has been flushed into the harbor, but investigators are reviewing historical water bills in the area and other data to gather an estimate. However, Winters believes the spillage is nowhere near the 24 billion liters of toxic sewage that made its way into Shadow Creek. While the city says no drinking water was impacted in the spill, the waste stems from roughly 50 properties in the area. The city of Hamilton says the properties connected to the sewage leak begin right here on McCallum Street and go one block south down on Wentworth.
It's surprising. It's disgusting. That's all I really can say.
I thought it was regular work. I wasn't really aware of the problem. I mean, nobody really informed me about it or anything.
Following the sudden announcement of the spill yesterday, Hamilton Mayor Andrea Horwath says City Hall awaits a city auditor's report on the incident, which should be available Monday.
This is a very old city and our infrastructure is very old. One of the things that's going to be important is that as we go forward, we need to figure out how can we do the investigation proactively to see if there are other situations like this. So I'm hoping that we'll have some conversations with staff about that.
According to Hamilton Water, they believe this sewage spill is an anomaly.
We do have programs to regularly inspect our sewer systems. We're essentially looking for condition and whether there's interventions. But it's a big system, and the number that sticks in my mind is that we're able to get through about 1.5% of our wastewater system on an annual basis.
Hamilton Water says that they are sending in some samples, and it will get analyzed, and expects to see some early results of that water as early as tomorrow. As for the residents, Hamilton Water says that they will be notified and brought up to date about the current situation here at Burlington and Wentworth. They also say that work is still underway at this point, but should wrap up by the end of tonight.